What up, people? It's your boy, Master Chudy, out here with another comic review. So, I went down to the comic shop and I thought, let me look at the latest Nightwing right here. And, Nightwing's always been a badass to me. Really liked him, really liked his character. So I thought, you know, let me get into it. So, first off, the cover, I think is pretty badass. I mean, you got his name Nightwing, and it's also, I guess, his legacy with the bat signal here, and you just got blood dripping, and you also have it revealing his enemy for this arc, which is known as a Blockbuster, or the brother of the original Blockbuster. So, pretty much, the the story begins pretty much as Nightwing's trapped on a ship where he's been fighting all these villains. Where the Blockbuster now tricked him into coming onto the ship, so he's been fighting all these villains basically for his life, and now he's trapped with a bomb. And Blockbuster escaped on an escape pod, and so one of um, one of the one of the people that he's met during the series, who I think were known as the Runaways, who's this tech dude named Jizz. He was helping him out trying to find a way to escape, but this bomb that seems to be going off, and he's like, Jizz tells Sean, which is his love interest in this, and this dialogue is pretty good, man. You have him pretty much saying that, I have to stop it. There are over 50 supervillainous creeps up there, and who, while not my favorite people on Earth, do not deserve to be turned into chum. And then, he feels like he's given up, and so, he's like, tell her so much I wanted to do, never enough time. And then we see he notices something. Um, the Clock King, former engineer who builds clockwork death traps, just one of the many supervillains Tiger Shark sicked on me after Blockbuster conned me into coming to his party. So Clock is wearing a time vest of a alien weapons that Tiger Shark has been accepting to Bloodhaven, and Tiger Shark is like the main villain in this arc, or one of the main villains in this arc. I have to say, Clock King here is a black guy, which is pretty cool. I mean, it's odd from his usual disguises. He's been like this suave, like aristocratic looking dude. But here he still maintains that he still looks good. I mean, he doesn't look like a nerd. He doesn't look like a nerd. He doesn't look slim. He looks built, which is interesting for the Clock King. Meaning that I feel like he always can take care of himself. But the time vest is like it freezes time and a bubble around its user, but I'm going to invade his personal space. And then, the Nightwing's like, make room, Chunky. He's like, no need to get pushy. You saved my life from the Shadow Woman's arrows. Though you may think of me as another one of these supervillains, I'm not without a sense of honor. And then Nightwing's like, well, then you won't mind if I invite everyone to the party. Nightwing, you've extended the time field around the whole ship. It was worth debasing myself associating with the other cretins for a chance to steal this vest. You'll need only hold on to this, or you'll be frozen in between the seconds along with this explosion, which is of course somewhat a better than the alternative. And he's like, Nightwing's like, thank you. And of course, Clock King is busy examining, time frozen. Like, we have to save the other two, the crooks, the bodyguards, everyone. And Clock King's like, oh no, the vest has a limited charge, and should we exceed it, it will drain us as well. That's why Tiger Shark wouldn't touch it. You see, when they removed the vest from the Creedy boy, who's I believe his name was Time Stop in one of the past issues, he was the one who originally had it. Before me, he lost molecular cohesion and crumbled into dust. Time Bomb had to be vacuumed up by night by the General because he used the vest foolishly. He forgot an important law. Power is simply divided by time. Yeah, and he guess I got another law for you, King. No one dies on my watch. And he's like, And we other guy's like, okay, antique frames you see inherited from my grandmother. He's like, see you on the grandfather. He was like, okay, see you on the flip side. Bam. Wax him out. And I guess that thing on his head was a tattoo. I thought it was part of the frames. Well, yeah, Shameless Plug, Rick and Morty. Next week, Sunday. So he comes to, and the clock is going. And everybody's been saved. And he's like, Crash, what happened? Which is one of the people. And he's like, hell if I know. I was in the boat. And then I wasn't. He did it. Nightwing froze us in time and moved us one by one off the ship before, well, you'll see in a second. It's like, my ship, what have you idiots done? And of course, the ship subsequently blows up. And guys, my baby. This poor ship. I feel for him. Then my poor baby, Sean, and this is his love interest. Like, it's okay to think I'm sorry about everything, about how I treated you, that I had my doubts, you're my reason, and of course, she just kisses me. Then of course, this cop, Detective Svoboda, I think that's how it's pronounced. Detective Svoboda. It's like, you could be a little happier to see me, Ruby. I'm the one who dragged you out of your ass out of the bay. The vest? Like, you mean the shot, sparking, burning I had to pull off you so you wouldn't end up drowning in charge? Next time, we're floaties. What happened to the people on the boat? The super criminals, the ones without a wanted poster on their way home. The rest are on the run. If I hadn't come together, maybe I could have rounded up for myself. I've always liked a detective in this series. She's like the Harvey Bullock to Nightwing, basically. It's like, look, part of this is, well, it's my fault that you asked me for info on Dull Cover and Brad, and me getting pissed off was all you needed to corroborate your evidence, huh? I couldn't trust my source, but I can always trust that you hate me. Nice. It's like, hey, if it makes it feel any better, Internal Affairs, pick up those two knuckleheads on my tip. They'll flip like a switch on Tiger Shark. It's like, Elise, I need your quad ski. You owe me again for almost getting me killed. And it's like, oh, I just saved your life. I can still taste your damn lips. And it's like, It's like, I thought our relationship was confusing before. Here. I love the dialogue in this, Nightwing is a very good issue. Then we go back to a casino that Tiger Shark does own. It's like, casinos go back to Connecticut, you barnacles. It's like, alright everyone, move to the door please. It's like, the cops are coming, and no fur coat is going to turn them away this time. Drill the hard drives, burn the paperwork. Desmond betrayed us. Mr. Shark. I didn't know. I thought he was with you. It's like, nothing distracts a man like an unprovoked aggression. I want a casino shark, and I want you out of town or in a box. It's like, no. Because you're right where I want you, Rolly. So this is, Roland Desmond, who is the brother of Mark Desmond, who was the original Blockbuster. And he backs him, so he's like, Tiger Shark's like, no, because I want you right. Because you're right where I want you, Rolly. I did so good by them. The second hand wanted to give me a little token of their appreciation, but me, I've never been all to that exotic alien weapons. Exotic alien animals, on the other hand, so literal tiger sharks, basically. Predator hunters, and of course, perfectly evolved for their environment. And so it seems like he is not wholly human, because he got that fourth tongue thing. And of course, he got the usual Snickers commercial. And he's like, I bet. But you said that about me too. And I grew up on the streets of Bloodhaven. Ain't many environments tougher than that, so he transforms into Blockbuster. And of course, when we were kids, my brother Mark was always getting beat by kids from another block. He was scrawny, brainy, perfect target. I had stuff to do, chicks to chase, scams to run. I'd always say he had to stand up for himself and get tough. And, this dude is wrecking these creatures. Punching. He used to ask me to protect him, but he'd be beaten and bruised, his blood mixing with tears, begging for me to stand up for him. So he'd go back out, puff up his chest, and then some creep stomp him near death. Now, the city Mark and I grew up in has been abused by outsiders. It's asking for a savior to stand up for it. And once again, brutalizing these things, and I can't turn my back this time. So I'm trying to think. There was another. So in the Red Hood and the Outlaws, Black Mask had this type of, I guess, warped sense of honor he had to hold to Gotham, and it appears that this version of Blockbuster, Roland Desmond, seems to have the same thing, that he feels duty bound to, I guess, clean up Bloodhaven. And of course, Tiger Shark is out of his way. No. So you see, that's your problem with you, That's the problem with you, Tiger Shark. To you, Bloodhaven is just another trophy, a mount, a skin. It's just something to capture and observe from behind glass. You want to win, you gotta get your own skin in the game. Look at that, man. This is pretty good. And meanwhile, here comes Nightwing. And it said PRs have activated, no goons, no security. Which is good, because at this point I couldn't wait to break my way out of I couldn't break my way out of a paperback. If he were just Roland Desmond comment, I might give him around, but he's Blockbuster. He's a monster. I can't fight him. And then he busted in Roland. And then you see the guy's like, nice work back there, Nightwing. You saved a lot of lives. Worthless outsider, villain lives, but still. Come, sit. Drinks on me. Drinks on the house for my big winner. That's quite the character. And of course, Nightwing's like, better make it a double. So he's like, yeah, I'll drink. It's like, of course, it worked out. It worked out okay for me too. It's like, with all the big bad supervillains alive and running around to be picked up by the BPD, it's going to be plenty busy. Too bad the cops don't like you doing their job, huh? You're so much better at it. I mean, they'll be dealing with trust issues, being that two of their own were working for the notorious pirate Tiger Shark. He's like, sorry, but I had to wash the bad taste out of my mouth. Anyway, after all the commotion, the second hand is going to want to be a little more conservative with their sales and aim for a higher caliber of customer. To do that, they'll need a smart, controlled businessman who knows this city like a native. Someone who can help remind their clients that they need to protect themselves from the Bloodhaven boogeyman. A boogeyman named Nightwing. Cheers to the winners. Well, that's that. If you excuse me, the former owner left in such a huff that there's still a lot of transitional paperwork to be filled out. You could show yourself out. It's like, Roland, wait, there's something you should know. It's like, I'm going to beat you because I know you. And then he's like, oh yeah? How's that? You've convinced yourself that you care about the city, that you're a hero, that you're a hero of the people, that you're bigger than life. That was pretty good. It's like, but this isn't about guilt. This is because you used your brother, isn't it? Regret because you left Bloodhaven. You took that serum when you were scared and alone. You couldn't fight for yourself, and no one would fight for you. All of this is about proving that you aren't the weaker brother. Ooh. Boom. Gets a little Blockbuster arm, and you can see Nightwing got him. He got that smirk. He's learned from Batman well, and he's like, get out of my sight. So Jizz, his super genius friend from the runways, he's like, you alive? Mostly, Jizz. I wanted to thank you about telling Sean. And I wanted to thank you, and about telling Sean, I'll tell him myself. Open it out. It's like, so you aren't stripping. Apparently, this is his girlfriend. And, she was like, it's even sexier since we helped on the Mr. Nice case. I wanted to do more for this city. So I've been working for Nightwing, mostly tech support, but I've been finding some interesting stuff on the second hand. And his girl's like, be careful. Don't worry, baby. I'm the gizmo to catch the ghost in the machine. Don't worry, baby. I'm the gizmo to catch the machine. To catch this ghost in the machine, you need another ghost. And we see that somebody somehow is monitoring him, and it must be through that gun. Because that's the only shot that seems to make sense. And Jack Kirby, props to the GOAT. Then, you see that Dick is going back to Sean, his girl. And when I put on the time vest, I slip between moments, living in 1 second over, and I wish that this could be one. The moment right after I land on the ledge and open the window. When I first see Sean after being away, when I hold her tight and tell her I love you, she doesn't hug back. Her usually warm, soft embrace is replaced by cold rigid silence. And he's like, Sean, please. And it's like, Dick, I'm sorry, Dick. Why? Because all I asked of you was to give me assurance that you could keep your feet on the ground, that you'd always be the thing I loved most, you. But you wouldn't give me that. Instead, you put it on me. You got scared of what it would mean for us to be together. You asked me to change who I am, to run for myself. I told you, Dick, I'm not running ever again, not even for you. It's like, Dick is like, I know I screwed up. That's what I said. What I said was crappy. I have these unrealistic standards for myself, for everyone else, but I want to work on us. We can fix this. And she's like, no, Dick, this isn't one of your superhero battles. There is no villain to beat. Stop trying to swing in and save this. Stop fighting. It's over, okay? We're over. There's nothing to save. And, poor Dick. Poor Dick, man. He's broken. But we can see that she's crying. And then we see this woman here who's known as the Pigeon, who was a former villain that Dick met when he was Robin. And, she was caught when she was a Defacer, when she was also that age. So, like, when you were the Defacer, I always thought of your paints as an extension of you, like my wings are of me, but you threw them away. You've been helping me, Sean, and let me help you. You need your paints. It's time for both of us to fly again. It's like she wants her to come back to the dark side. Now we get to, when I woke up this morning, I turned in bed to kiss a bearish soldier that wasn't there. The cold pillow, still tinted blue from her hair dye, reminded me that she was gone. For a second, I just wanted to be someone else, anyone but Dick Grayson with his stupid broken heart. And he's like, and we see the souvenir photo. You and your family are Bloodhaven whalers. And we see Roland Desmond walking around in his new casino. It's like, I wanted to run, go anywhere, chase across the globe. Anything going down, Misty? Yeah, Roland. And then I remembered, I have something that keeps me here. Something that keeps me me. New dealer in blackjack. And here we have Dick Grayson as a blackjack dealer in this devil's casino. And then he's like, I have a new job. Word is he got some moves. And you see Roland's like, nice work. Nice work, kid. I'll be keeping an eye on you. Saying, Roland Desmond is a villain. He can be fought. He can be beaten. And we see Roland comes in. How are things, Joe? Discounted shipment went to Tails and Knots. They're confident the Metropolis kids won't be coming anywhere near, and Bloodhaven can be saved. So Dick is very determined. And how's my pet? Just fed him now. Good. We have to take care of him, He's an endangered species, and we see that Tiger Shark is in a damn tank. So meanwhile, the apartment of Mouse, which is the girl's name right here, He's like, hey, just I'm home. Come and get this bag. Hey, Goob, what are you doing without your buddy? And why are your paws wet? And this is his Giz's pet squirrel. And she's like, blood, Giz, Giz, and we get the feeling that, of course, access denied, Giz, and we see that he's dead. This is a job for Huntress, and of course, metal. This was I thought a solid story, very good. Nightwing with his own series is very fascinating. I enjoyed reading his series basically, and I look forward to the next one that'll come out next month. Hopefully, I can get my hands on a copy then. I just picked this up in the shop, and I was like, let me look it up. So, tell me what you think. What you think of this review. Um, if there's any other stuff you'd like me to review, please let me know in the comment section below. Once again, I do these reviews for you. I'm trying to get better. If you like what you see, please leave a like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and once again, this is all for you. So thank you, and have a nice evening.